It's Madden NFL 23, where we'll see a rematch from Super Bowl 24. It's the Broncos and the 49ers on Thursday night primetime.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, on this fine Thursday night, we've got a good one in store between the Denver Broncos and the San Francisco 49ers. And hi again, everybody. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, when you and I were going through our final run-throughs at breakfast, we kept thinking tonight we're going to get to see a couple of very good passing offenses.
And we're talking about both sides having multiple receivers that could have an impact on this game. It's not just one guy that's going to make all the plays. If you take him away, maybe number 2, number 3, they make the big plays that impact who wins the game.
Got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And I think that even after a decade in the NFL, he doesn't get enough credit for not just his consistency, but his brilliant play and leadership as well. He's won a Super Bowl in Seattle. He's led his team to another Super Bowl opportunity also in Seattle. His numbers are always terrific, almost always in the Pro Bowl, and all his team does is win. This guy's a natural leader.
Here's Wilson to throw right away. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. Back deep, Ray McLeod. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Skirts by him at the 35. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, Christian McCaffrey is as tough to bring down as they come at the running back position, and he proved it right there.
Yeah, and this could be a sign of what this defense is in for, because you know all week long the coaches were preaching to the defense, you've got to be able to wrap up against a back like him, or he can make you pay. Technique, technique, technique.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. Oh, nice move.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
13 yards there and a Niner first. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
On 1st down, Purdy.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2nd down, here's an option right. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. A handoff left, McCaffrey. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
49 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal.
You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about where one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
1st and goal from the 6.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Niners will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the first and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On first down, Wilson. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB.
5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now Wilson.
This one swung out to Williams.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On 2nd down, Williams. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From midfield now, here's Wilson.
Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 37. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Now Wilson on first down.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Throwing is Wilson.
This is Hamler on the receiving end.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 14. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues.
And that's patience to be admired right there because he looks left, looks right, and waits for the right guy to come open, spots him in the middle of the field, and delivers.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 5 from the 8.
Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
4th down, Wilson trots off, and on comes Brandon McManus for the Denver field goal.
from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. The kick by McManus is good, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. On to kick this one off. This taken in at the goal line. But he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. They'll start by running the option to the right. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a second down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up third down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. But he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 59 yards rushing for him now to this point.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Back to throw, Purdy. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on third down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. Once more the juke. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
I know I should keep the focus and the spotlight on the hero that just scored, but tackling's been an issue for this defense all game long. I can't set that aside. We just saw it again here. Missed tackles leads to his long touchdown run.
Gold to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos.
Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. When tapping those toes, he tried to get both in bounds. He could not do it, though.
In tap dance parlance, could not complete the shuffle. All right, needed to get that shuffle down with both feet, not just one.
Is that what they say?
There it is. You know, put a little sand down on the stage.
Take your word for it, man. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, a 22.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the incomplete pass there, but the roughing the passer call bails them out.
Which means you have to stay on the field on defense longer because you've given the offense free snaps, not to mention the free yardage after that mistake.
Following the penalty, it's Williams. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Here's Wilson. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Broncos are back within a score. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So this drive spans 7 plays. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. Dances by him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 136 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him, picks up 3 on that carry.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Second and 7.
Purdy looking to throw. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, it's Purdy. Steps away to his left. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Randy Gregory from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
Throwing here, Purdy. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports halftime report. First order of business, though. Let's get a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for Denver. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, Will they stick with it, or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for the Niners, by comparison, they've been the better of these two sides in the rushing department, as you see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too. In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On second down, McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here's Purdy. Got his target, Samuel. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down and 8. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Purdy. And he'll just get rid of it. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They'll try and get the running game going here with Murray. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the Niners are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to carry the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Purdy to throw it on 1st down.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Randy Gregory, his 2nd sack of the night.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
He's going to keep this again.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. He gets 12 on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he claps down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the 2nd level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that away.
Results, 4th down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field.
Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Room here to run.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 157 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
On 1st down, Purdy.
Over the middle, complete. That's Jennings.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people.
2nd and 2. Now Purdy.
This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. And the Reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. The kick by Gould is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. Washington now brings this out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football. And what a nice gain on that play.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Williams running left. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts on this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
The Niners on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun, Purdy. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 35-yard line. Now it's Wilson. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
I believe I can see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught 11 on the field. Those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The 49ers offense now. They work their way back onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll try and run right on the option. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Mike McGlinchey, the Notre Dame man, guilty on that one. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. McCaffrey following the penalty. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And He'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Purdy looking to throw.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important third down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Out of the gun, Purdy. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
Denver's offense ready to go again.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Now he's flushed out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Murray. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, Murray. A nice little juke. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away.
McLeod to return it.
Able to slither by. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey.
And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Here's the option, running right.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
He'll decide to keep this once more. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They run with McCaffrey off the option.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
And the 49ers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep. If they close this game out, just a few snaps remaining, they can't relax just yet.
Now goal for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So Russell Wilson in the offense. Down by 2 touchdowns. A little over a minute and a half remaining. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Now Wilson on 1st down.
He's going to drop this one down for Murray.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On first down, Wilson. He's got the connection downfield to Hamler. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. The Charles are trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they can afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Murray. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. So the victory here for San Francisco. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.